Hare Krishna, welcome all the devotees. So today we are going to finish third chapter. So quickly we'll start our class today. Let us chant prayers. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. कथाञ्चन स्मृते यस्मिन् दुष्करं सुकरं भवेत् विस्मृते विपरीतं स्यात् श्रीकृष्ण श्रीचैतन्यनमामि तम् कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्री कृष्ण बलराम की जय श्री निताई गौरांग की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय निताई गौर प्रेमनंदे हरि बोल हरे कृष्णा. So we'll start with our first activity, that is quiz of the last class which we had discussed. So I'm sharing the quiz result. Quiz of 3rd June. So here is the quiz questions. So we discussed about third chapter, and from the last class discussion, these questions are there. So first question is, Haridas Thakur was saved by chanting the holy name of the Lord when he was beaten by Chand Kazi's men in how many markets? So how many markets Haridas Thakur was beaten? So that was 22 markets. So even though Haridas Thakur was beaten so badly, but still not even a scratch was there on his body. So by this we can understand that when we have a strong faith and commitment and dedication towards the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, this chanting will protect us in every circumstance and situation. The chanting of the holy name of the Lord, if you see, if you look back in the history, if you read the scriptures in all the past times like Dhru Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Mirabai, Draupadi, Haridas Thakur, Prabhupada, all the great devotees, they all have chanted Hare Krishna Mahamantra and they received the blessings of the Lord. So Haridas Thakur is a very, very powerful personality who even though he was a Muslim, but still he was chanting the holy name and who got saved by Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So we should also develop this conviction and faith that by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we can attract the mercy of the Lord. And if Krishna's mercy we can get attract, then no power in the world can shake us. So that is the first question which tells us about Haridas Thakur. So by this pastime we can take the inspiration about chanting Hare Krishna. Whatever situation it may be, we should not leave chanting Hare Krishna. Next, Prabhupada requested to follow the Bhagavad Gita and also predict that his death was near. So that was Mahatma Gandhi. So Prabhupada requested Mahatma Gandhi to take this Krishna consciousness because he was fighting for freedom and he got freedom. So Prabhupada wrote, now anyway you have got your freedom, have succeeded. Now at least take up this Bhagavad Gita. Anyway you present, you preach, you have lived your life according to Bhagavad Gita. So you have some kind of faith and understanding about Bhagavad. So why don't you take now it strongly and present it and preach this? So, but there was no response. Prabhupada then wrote a respond later than that you will very soon get a very, Prabhupada wrote a line, I'm just forgetting. Inglorious deaths. You'll get an inglorious death if you don't leave this politics. Your own men will kill you. So that's what happened. So what purity he says that becomes true. Pure devotee can see past, present, and future. So Prabhupada was seeing that what will happen in the future. Third, what is the difference between a devotee and a demon? Their strength, their intelligence, their faith in Krishna. So devotee has strong faith in Krishna, but demons they have their faith in their strength, intelligence, and all these things. Material strength, material opulences, anything material, demons have more faith in that. But devotee is not faithful on these material skill set. Devotees are more faithful and convinced about Krishna's protection. So option C will be correct. In the verse, Krishna explains how to perform karma. 3.9. So we are discussing third chapter. So 3.9, Krishna explains how to perform karma. The 3.9, we should all remember this verse. And I think today I'm going to finish third chapter. So now there will be quiz, final quiz of first, second, and third chapter. These quizzes which we are discussing, these were just to make you practice and understand what kind of questions may come. And yes, prior weightage will be given those who have attended all the questions and have got good rank, good marks. So they will get good weightage. And there will be a final quiz after this third chapter. First chapter, second chapter, and third chapter. And there will be oral test also of the verses. And based on those two results, oral test and written, you'll get overall ranks, final rank. And those who will get top five, those who will get come in top five, they will get prizes. They will get good gifts and prizes from the temple. So be prepared. Today we are going to finish third chapter. Maybe tomorrow I can give you holiday. Then you have next day of tomorrow there may be quiz, final quiz, exam for first three chapters. So you be prepared for the first three chapters. So 3.9 verse will come in oral test. So there are 9 to 11, 9 plus to 11 verses would be there for memorizing. For three verses from all the three chapters and two verses from the introduction of Bhagavad Gita, which I had discussed. So there will be 11 verses which you need to memorize. Okay. So 3.9 also you have to memorize. Karma should be performed for the satisfaction of whom? For Vishnu. 3.9 में यही बताया गया. Choose the best analogy for our relationship. A solo hike in the mountains, meeting of people in a restaurant, a quiet library, a calm scene on a summer day. Which is the best analogy? Meeting of people in a restaurant. So this explains our relationship. This analogy is explained by Prahlad Maharaj in Bhagavatam. Prahlad Maharaj says to his father that our relationship is what? Like travelers meeting at one place and then getting dispersed and they will never meet again in the future. Same way, our relationship is here for how long? Say 100 years, but then we all have different destination. We have all boarded the train, and everyone's destination is different. Somebody would get up at some station A. Somebody would get up station B. Somebody would get down at station C. So everybody will get down at different stations. Similarly, we all have boarded a train, and we have a destination, different destinations. So our family relationship is like that. But we have an eternal family that is explained by Krishna and Bhagavad Gita. That is there in the spiritual world. So we should prepare ourselves to go back to our real family, eternal family, where once you go there, then you will never be separated from your real relatives. And they are our real relative. Relative means who? Relative means what? The definition of relative means who never gets separated at any time, place, circumstance. So in this, that can be possible in the spiritual world only. Here in this material world, your relation will be broken. So this analogy, option B will be correct. Then how to develop detachment in ourselves, attentive chanting, reading Prabhupada's books routinizingly, knowledge, perform your daily duty and detach yourself from the final results. So see, there can be attentive chanting is also answer option, correct option. Reading Prabhupada's book scrutinizingly, that is also correct answer. Knowledge, is also correct. Perform your daily duty and detach yourself from the final result. So all of the above will be correct answer. Option E will be the final. Fill in the blank is the only cause for bondage. Attachment with the Lord, no. Attachment with people, attachment with results and karma. So option D, both B and C will be the correct answer. Which analogy best helps us to understand the concept that nothing belongs to any individual person, but everything belongs to the Supreme Lord. Cashier example we understood. This analogy explains that how everything belongs to the Lord. जैसे कैशियर होता है वो दिन भर कैश काउंट करता रहता है लेकिन नॉट इवन अ सिंगल नोट बिलोंग्स टू हिम and he also understands that all the notes belong to bank. And if he thinks that if he somehow tries to take one note, cheats the bank, then what will happen? He will be penalized. In the same way, so what he has to do, he has to very judiciously, religiously, very responsibly should count the cash, and end of the day, he has to submit to the bank. And like this, if he does responsibly, then bank will acknowledge him his duty. So nicely he has done his duty so honestly. So after 1 month, bank is going to give him some reward. Yes, that is there. He will get award in the form of salary. So in the same way, we should also do our duty and offer the result to Krishna because everything belongs to Krishna. If we practice this habit, if we do this, then what will happen? Krishna is going to give us जैसे बैंक आपको देती है उसी तरीके से Krishna will give you. And what Krishna can give, like Sudama, he was blessed by Krishna. What opulence Sudama was blessed, even Indra could not understand, he could not fathom. It was more opulent than the heaven in the Swargaloka. So when Krishna blesses someone, then you cannot. Prabhupada says, no, Prabhupada बोलते हैं कि मेरे father बोलते थे. Prabhupada used to say this like this, and his father would say that if Krishna wants to give you by two hands, then you cannot hold by your two hands. And if Krishna will start taking from you, from his two hands, then how much you can protect from your two hands. So that is there. If Krishna decided to take your money, then you cannot protect from your two hands. And if Krishna is blessed, he is pleased by your service, your dedication, your devotion, your attitude towards him, then how much Krishna can give? Krishna can give you so much that you cannot collect by your two hands. So Prabhupada अपना खुद का एग्जाम्पल देते थे. See, मेरा एग्जाम्पल देखो. कृष्णा ने मुझे इतना दिया मैं अपने दो हाथ से इकट्ठा नहीं कर सकता. I have everything, all the foreign disciples, I have 108 temples, all kinds of opulences. People are there to offer, ready to offer Rolls Royce car, like Harrison, who was the most famous person that time in London, Beatles band, he was the leader, he was leading pop singer. So he offered one Bhakti Vedanta manor in London. So Prabhupada gave his personal example that how Krishna gives his devotees. So we have to be very, very sincere and serious. Our attitude towards Krishna should be very nice. And in a devotional mood, when we serve Krishna, then Krishna will give you so much that you cannot hold by your two hands. Otherwise, if we try to cheat Krishna, then Krishna will start taking your money and you cannot protect by two hands. फिर कैसे होगा ये? हॉस्पिटल कुछ प्रॉब्लम आ जाएगी, बॉडी में प्रॉब्लम, मेडिकल प्रॉब्लम, लीगल प्रॉब्लम, सो मेनी प्रॉब्लम्स विल कम. और अननेसेसरी आपका पैसा जाएगा वहां पर. Unnecessary you have to employ your money in that. आपको लगेगा ये तो जेन्युइन है लेकिन आप समझ नहीं पा रहे हैं कि क्यों हो रहा है. Because you are trying to cheat from Krishna. You are using Krishna's money. You are not rather than giving to Krishna, you are giving to your personal thing. You are satisfying your senses. So don't worry, Krishna will take your money. How Krishna will take? Krishna will create such situation wherein some medical problem will come or legal problem will come or something or others would come and your money is going to get wasted. So therefore, an intelligent person, a devotee is intelligent. He understands, he gives to Krishna and Krishna will bless him like anything. So this cashier analogy is very, very important for us to understand. The life is like a stage show, drama, movie, journey, book. So life is like a drama. Stage show. You can say movie also. So option A and B will be correct. But in the last class we had discussed stage show drama. So you have to select option. Now, so these are 10 questions, very important questions. So all of you had attended. Let us see the result, the response. So Dhruv Agrawal, 9 out of 10, Deepthi 8, Prathamesh 9, Khatri Tarun 9, Yash Chaudhary 10, very good. Sunidhi 9, Purvika 7, Harsh started. The first time Harsh has got 10 out of 10. Very good, Harsh. Nice performance. Electronics, Koi LNMIT 9, RKT 10, very good. 10 out of 10. Ashish 9, Piyush 8. So this time, three people have got 10 out of 10. Big round of applause for them. So everybody has to perform like this. So now I will stop this presentation and we'll take up our third chapter, Karma Yoga. So I'm going to share the screen of our third chapter, so which we are going to discuss. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Okay, so fish out of water. This analogy we had discussed. This video also we had seen, but we'll skip this video. And then we discuss about fish out of water. This analogy is very, very powerful, which explains our situation in this material world, that we are a spirit soul, but we are some or other caught up in this material world, which is much against our intrinsic characteristic. This material world is matter and we are spirit. So it is incompatible situation for all of us to live here, to be here. So therefore, no matter how much advancement and understanding and development we do, research we do here in this material world to become happy and satisfied, it is not possible to be happy here. We will be frustrated. We will feel incompleteness. Whatever you achieve in your life, you can see, you are now students, your desires started, you have started achieving your desires. You see businessmen, those who have achieved their desires fulfilled. In fact, Steve Jobs, you also go and read his final words of Steve Jobs. Final words of Steve Jobs would make your perspective of life completely changed. The final words of Steve Jobs. You know who is Steve Jobs? Steve Jobs is CEO, founder and CEO of Apple. Today, when you have in future, when you earn money and you become very rich, or if you are already rich from a very good family, then you will buy which phone you will buy? Immediately you'll go and buy, purchase an Apple phone or MacBook laptop. See, if you have MacBook or if you have Apple phone, that means it shows your standard of living. You belong to a very rich family, filthy rich family. And CEO of that company, Steve Jobs, what does he say about this, about his life? You go and read about him. Despite of achieving everything, he achieved the pinnacle of success in the business world. What he achieved even today, we cannot even imagine even today. He set a benchmark. He became the synonyms of success. Steve Jobs means synonyms of success. But still he could not achieve the contentment. He says that lying on the sick bed, he died out of pancreatic cancer. Steve Jobs, pancreatic cancer. So he says, dying while he was on the deathbed, I lying on the sick bed, recalling my whole life. Now I realize that all the acquisition and recognition in which I took so much pride in have become paid and meaningless in the face of impending death. Just see, this is the statement of Steve Jobs. What did he say? Again, I'll repeat. Lying on the sick bed, recalling whole life, now I realize that all the recognition and achievements and accomplishment in which I took so much pride in have become paid and meaningless in the face of impending death. Death is certain, inescapable, which we all can, none of us can avoid. And that pain is very horrible. That experience is very, very horrible. So, in this material, we can never expect to be happy. So therefore, Prabhupada says, Shastra says, Bhagavad Gita says, Dukkhalayam Shashvatam. In 8th chapter, Krishna says, Dukkhalayam Shashvatam. This world is temporary. Here you cannot have anything eternally. And beyond that, this world is full of problems. So it will give you problems. So therefore, our situation is fish out of water. Intelligent man, what he will do, just like fish, if it has to become happy, so this fish should go back in the water. Then only fish can be happy. Otherwise, no amount of material suppliance can make fish happy. This is our exact situation scenario wherein we all are situated. We all have to go back to our spiritual atmosphere, that is spiritual world, that is Krishna's abode. And the purpose of life is to, you have to design your life in such a way. ध्यान से सुनना. Purpose of life is to, we have to design our life in such a way that we are always conscious of purpose of life, that is going back to Krishna. So we have to design our life, our schedule in such a way that we are following the instructions what Prabhupada has given. Because Prabhupada has given a secret process by which we all can go back to spiritual world. So this is very important. So in continuation, we discuss what is the purpose of this material world. The purpose of this material world is Lord has created this world to give us a chance so that we all can go back to the spiritual world. And this line last time also we had discussed. Why Lord has created this world? Lord has created this world for the conditioned soul to learn how to perform yajna for the satisfaction of Vishnu. So that while in the material world they can live very comfortably. So when we perform yajna, we can be happy here also. And after finishing this life, we can go back to the spiritual world. So this is very important. So now, what is the recommended yajna for this age? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Bhagavatam it says, very important verse comes which predicts about the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance. Bhagavatam was written by Vyas 5,000 years before, and he predicted that in Kali Yuga, Lord will appear as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in golden complexion, and he will give Sankirtan Yajna. And who will take that Sankirtan Yajna? Who will chant? Who will participate in Sankirtan Yajna? Yajanti hi sumedasa. Those who are intelligent, they will participate in this chanting Hare Krishna. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared 500 years before, 2 hours journey from Calcutta in Navadvip, Mayapur, where today world's biggest temple is getting, already it is under construction, 99% it is done, 1 or 2% is remaining. The monumental temple which is being constructed by none other than one of the richest person of the world, Alfred Ford. He is direct disciple of Srila Prabhupada, Alfred Ford. So this is Mayapur, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. You all can Google those who don't know about Mayapur. Mayapur is spiritual capital of the world. All over the world, people go there. From all over the world, people go there in Mayapur for spiritual rejuvenation. It's like Vrindavan is there. Similarly, if you go to Mayapur, you will forget all everything. You will forget the whole world. Mayapur is such a powerful and vibrant place. So there Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared and he gave Harinam Sankirtan. And this is called Sankirtan Yajna. And simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one revives his original relationship with God. And we can get out of this material world. So Prabhupada says, in fact, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, 13th chapter, Mat chitta sarva durgani mat prasada tarisasi. This material world is compared as Durga. Durga means fort, jail. इस दुनिया को जेल बोला गया है. भौतिक जगत ये क्या है? एक जेल से कंपेयर किया गया. So we all are imprisoned in this material world, in this jail, by three modes. Three modes are binding us in this material world. We are all imprisoned. So there is no chance for us to go back to get free from this jail. Just like a person who is free from this jail, who is in the jail, who is in the jail, who has done crime, some crime, they are put into the jail, right? So we are also in this jail. So the question may be raised that is this the fact that we have also committed crime? Yes, we are all criminals. We all are criminals. We have rebelled against Krishna. We don't want to hear Krishna. Even today, you see, many people, after understanding, after hearing Bhagavad Gita, after understanding that Krishna is supreme, we have a relationship with Krishna. We should perform bhakti, we should worship Krishna, but still we don't worship Krishna because we have natural, we have rebelled against Krishna, and now that enviousness is there towards Krishna. We'll do everything, but will not chant Hare Krishna, will not worship Krishna. So that enviousness is there. So we have rebelled against Krishna in the spiritual world, and therefore we are put in this material world, which is jail. This material world is a jail. So the only process which can take us out of this jail is chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So this chanting, this is chanting is the only way which can take us out of this material world, which is like a jail. So we should take this chanting very, very seriously and sincerely and soulfully we should chant. So inside from the movie, like this Sholay movie, you can see, I was very much intrigued by seeing this movie when I was very small. So I had seen this movie for the first time. So for 2 3 days, I was in a big trauma because in this movie Amitabh was killed, Jay was killed, right? So 2 3 days I was thinking this way, that way. If Amitabh Jai would have done this or that, then he would have got saved. So see, means you understand when we were small, we don't know that this is just imagination, mythology. We think that movie is real. So जब उसमें शोले मूवी में जब गब्बर ने जब गब्बर के आदमियों ने जय को मार दिया, so बहुत दुख हुआ हमें। 2 3 दिन तक हम ऐसे ही टेंशन एंजाइटी में रहते थे, आपस में बातें करते थे। बहुत सारे साथ के हम लोग देखने गए थे। उस समय आपको याद होगा प्रोजेक्टर रील्स वाला ज़माना था, 2002-3 की बात मैं बता रहा हूँ, 2003-4-5 की। तो उस समय हमने देखा था ये मूवी 2005-6 में, शोले मूवी। सो हम साथ छोटे थे, बहुत छोटे थे और मूवी देख के बहुत मूवी देखने का बड़ा शौक था उस समय। और जहाँ भी कहीं प्रोजेक्टर वगैरह, उस समय टीवी वगैरह का ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट होती थी, वो भी बहुत रेयर, लाइट वगैरह इतना नहीं था अवेलेबल, मोबाइल वगैरह तो था ही नहीं। इनफैक्ट छोटा मोबाइल भी नहीं हुआ करता था, उसमें टेलीफोन हुआ करता था। कहीं किसी से बात करना है तो आपको बहुत दूर जाना पड़ेगा टेलीफोन, और 1 मिनट का 10-10 रुपए लगता था। तो दैट वाज नॉट अफोर्डेबल फॉर अस। तो हम लोग देखने जाते थे कहीं प्रोजेक्टर वगैरह, कहीं कुछ मूवी वगैरह लगा, तो रील्स हम लोग देखने गए थे शोले मूवी। तो वहाँ पर जब मूवी देख कर आए, सो वी आर ऑल, हम सब फ्रेंड्स वगैरह सब दुखी हो गए, यार ये जय मर गया, ओ, है ना? तो जैसे आज भी हम लोग कोई मूवी देखते हैं तो इवन टुडे आल्सो वी गेट इंट्रीग्ड एंड दुखी हो जाते हैं। बट एक्चुअली we were very small, we were ignorant that time, therefore we were lamenting and thinking कि ऐसा क्यों हुआ। बट एक्चुअली में क्या, what is the reality? Reality is जय नहीं मरा, और जो गब्बर ठाकुर ये दुश्मन नहीं थे, वो तो रोल प्ले किया उन्होंने जस्ट। करेक्ट? You all are agreeing with this, no? By movie analogy we can understand very nicely that how in the movie everything is just scripted by director has written a script, and all the role players, they are doing their roles very perfectly as per the script written by the director. So this is the movie, but the feelings, the emotions, the life what they have given in that movie is so powerful that it captures the heart, it captures the mind of everyone, and it will capture you and it will take you inside the movie, and you will start thinking. And if actor is getting beaten, you feel that you get hurt, right? So you get so much absorbed, engrossed in the movie. And actually movie is nothing but all the role players, all the actors, actresses, they are just following the script written by the director. So in the same way, we all actually we are role players here, playing our role in the movie. It's like a movie lasts for 3 hours. Similarly, our life also will last for some years, 70, 80, 90 years. So we all have got different roles to play as per the script written by the director. जैसे मूवी में सारे रोल प्लेयर्स दे प्ले देयर रोल्स written by the director. In the same way, we all are playing our roles scripted by the director. And who is the director? Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter. Mayadhyachena prakriti suyate sacharacharam. I am the director. Under my supervision, this world is governed. So Krishna is the director, and he has scripted about all of us, what role you'll perform, which role, what is your dialogue, everything. Just like in this movie, वीरू got बसंती. सो ऐसा नहीं कि ये रैंडम हो गया, ये पूरा प्लान था एज पर दी डायरेक्टर स्क्रिप्ट के हिसाब से. कहाँ बसंती वीरू को कब मिलेगी, किस टाइम पे मिलेगी, वो तांगे लेकर आएगी, घोड़ी अपनी वो अपना तांगा चलाती है, उस समय आएगी और वीरू से मिलेगी. देन देयर विल बी लव एक्सचेंज. The same way, it is valid with us in real life, in this life also. We all are in the movie, and हमारे लाइफ सब स्क्रिप्ट लिख दिया गया है. हमारे लाइफ में कौन कौन मिलेगा, कौन आएगा, कौन जाएगा. दिस इज ऑल एज पर आवर डेस्टिनी. डेस्टिनी में पूरा स्क्रिप्ट है, और उसके हिसाब से हमें सक्सेस फेलियर किससे मिले मुलाकात होगी, कौन मेरा फादर होगा, कौन मदर होगा, कौन वाइफ होगी, कौन बच्चा, सब स्क्रिप्टेड है. Of course, there are many things which you can choose, but there are many things which you cannot choose, which are already scripted. So our life is exactly like movie. The script is written by Krishna, and we are just following that. So, but our real life is beyond the movie. Yes, correct. Our real life is beyond the movie. So we have to go beyond the movie. Real life में हमें जाना है. But while we are in the movie, just like the actors, when they are performing, they are acting, so they will act very perfectly, correct? Even though they know that this is all mythology, but still they will very perfectly they will do their roles. They will memorize what they have, what dialogue they have to deliver. Everything they will do very perfectly. They will work hard, but at the same time, they are not attached to those movie scenes. They know that all these things are movie, correct? All the actors are very much conscious that this is all movie. There is nothing reality in this. Amitabh was not dead. Nothing was happened like that. So this is just a movie. This is just a movie. So in the same way, we all should have this understanding, this consciousness that we should perform while we are in this movie world. We should do all our activities very nicely, but at the same time, we should know that this world is movie. We are all playing a role. Our real life is beyond this movie life, and we should go back to our real life. This is what we have to understand and learn and practice and achieve this consciousness. And this can be possible again by a guidance. When we are living our life under the guidance of a devotee, a mentor, again, a mentor's role is very important. If we think that independently I can do anything and I can follow bhakti and go back to God, that is not possible. All the time we require guidance of a mentor, and under his guidance we can advance, we can mold our life in such a way that we are always conscious that we are living a movie life, and we have to go back to our real life. So otherwise at times we forget. हम भूल जाते हैं हम मूवी में हैं और हम रोल प्ले कर रहे हैं, हम ये भूल जाते हैं. So when we are under the guidance of a devotee, we are doing our duty. So we are always reminded by the devotees that no, please don't get engrossed too much into this, because we are all playing a role. That's all. So there will be constant alarm by a guide. Okay, so this analogy is very important for all of us to always remember. I think मैंने इस analogy को इसलिए लिया है जिससे कि आप ये बहुत easy रहेगा हमारे लिए याद करना. हमेशा हम याद कर रख सकते हैं कि हम लोग मूवी में अपनी जैसे मूवी होती है, रोल एक्टर्स रोल प्ले करते हैं, उसी तरीके से हम लोग रोल प्ले कर रहे हैं, और उसमें सब कुछ होता है स्क्रिप्ट के हिसाब से. उसी तरीके से हमारी लाइफ में सब कुछ होगा स्क्रिप्ट के हिसाब से. और रोल प्ले एक्टर्स आर कॉन्शियस दैट वो एक्टर्स अपना रोल बहुत अच्छे से करेंगे, बट स्टिल दे आर नॉट अटैच्ड टू दैट. उसी तरीके से हमें भी बहुत अच्छे से करना, अपनी ड्यूटी जो भी रिस्पांसिबिलिटी स्टडी करना है, जॉब करना है, और वी शुड नॉट गेट अटैच्ड टू दैट. Right? This is very important. This insight we can take from the movie. Okay, we'll now very quickly move forward. So then benefits of yajna supply all necessities of life, all activities become purified, it must become sanctified, ultimately leading to liberation from the material bondage. So these are the benefits of when we perform yajna, Krishna says in Bhagavad. Food comes now. Krishna third chapter में food के बारे में बताते हैं. What kind of food we should have. So non-veg तो खाना नहीं है. In fact, in veg also Krishna has denied to eat veg. कैसे? कृष्णा के श्लोक 3.13 बोलते हैं यज्ञ शिष्टासिन संतो मुच्यन्ते सर्वकिल विषय भुंजन्ते अघम पाप ये पचन्ति आत्म कारणात्. कृष्णा says that if you cook for yourself, आप खुद के लिए खाना बना के खा लेते हैं, so actually आप वो पाप खा रहे हैं. आप क्या खा रहे हैं? You are actually eating sin. So even veg also, vegetarian food अगर आप खुद के लिए खाना बना के खा लिया, so sin है. So हमें क्या करना है? हमें भगवान को भोग लगा के कुछ भी खाना है. Then we'll become sinless. Otherwise, it's like eating non-veg is sinful. Similarly, eating veg is also sinful. So we Krishna's devotee, Prabhupada once asked, why don't you promote vegetarian? So Prabhupada said that because vegetarian is also sinful. Vegetarian is also, if you are vegetarian, you are sinful. So actually we are not vegetarian, neither we are vegetarian nor we are non-vegetarian. We are Krishnatarian. What we are? We are Krishnatarian. We eat anything which is offered to Krishna, that's all. Otherwise we will not take anything. So this is very important practice. हमें आज नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, but we should long for the day when we can have all the three meals or anything which is offered to Krishna. Otherwise you should not take this. This habit is very very important because otherwise you are eating sin, and if we are doing sin we will suffer. Why suffering comes, in our life? Why do we suffer? Do we ever question? कभी आपने अभी कैसे सोचा कि मेरे लाइफ में सफरिंग क्यों आती? I never endeavor to get suffering, but still suffering comes. Yes, because of sins we have performed. So ये जो पाप करने से कारण हम लोग सफर कर रहे हैं. And this eating food which is not offered to Krishna is also sin, and it influences our consciousness. It badly impacts our consciousness if we don't eat Krishna prasadam. So जब हम लोग भगवान को भोग लगा के हम खाना खाते हैं तो क्या होता है? जब हम लोग यज्ञ करते हैं, so यज्ञ is given by Lord, Supreme Lord, our tables are sanctified, our existence becomes purified. जब हम वो प्रसाद खाते हैं भगवान का तो हमारा existence purify होता है. And then what happens? Our final tissues in memory are purified, and thus memory gets sanctified. Then we can think of liberation, which leads us to Krishna consciousness. जब हम प्रसाद खाते हैं, then only we can what we are discussing कि हमें मूवी वर्ल्ड से भगवान के धाम जाना है. ये सब तभी हमें याद रहेगा, समझ में आएगा जब हम लोग प्रसाद खाते हैं. हम बाहर का भोग खाते हैं ना, तो जो हमने समझा है सब खत्म हो जाता है. ये सब वाइप आउट जीरो हो जाता है. So भोग खाने, बाहर की चीज खाने से ये डेंजर है. Therefore we should have prasadam. So now you have to see how you can facilitate this prasadam, having prasadam at your place. Our situation allow nahi kar raha hai. Situation is so intricate that you are not able to facilitate this prasadam. Then you pray from the Lord. Whatever you are eating, at least in the mind you offer to Krishna. That, oh Krishna, I'm not in a situation wherein I can afford this, that I can offer to you. But anyway, I'm offering this food to you. Please accept it and bless me. That bless me with this situation, circumstances that I can offer you and have prasadam, your prasadam. So prasad लेने से ही हम ये devotion and bhakti के बारे में समझ पाते हैं. So therefore, Prabhupada started with prasadam. This con movement started with prasadam. Starting में आप किसी को कुछ बताओ समझ में ही नहीं आए because people are sinful, no? So when we give them food, prasadam food, when they have prasadam, then their memory gets sanctified. जब memory sanctify होती है तब ये चीजें समझ में आने लगती हैं. अच्छा हमें जप करना चाहिए, हमें भक्ति करना चाहिए. Otherwise हमें समझ में ही नहीं आता क्योंकि हम लोग sinful हैं. So जैसे देखो यहाँ फोटो में प्रभुपाद कुकिंग कर रहे हैं और इन सब हिप्पीज को प्रभुपाद ने प्रसाद खिला खिला के भक्त बनाया. So यहाँ पर ये साइकिल बताए हैं कि यज्ञ क्यों इम्पोर्टेंट है. तो यज्ञ इसलिए इंपॉर्टेंट है, यज्ञ करने से ही बारिश होती है। अगर ये यज्ञ नहीं करेंगे तो बारिश नहीं होगी, और बारिश नहीं होगी तो ग्रेन्स नहीं उगेंगे, ग्रेन्स नहीं उगेंगे तो हम खाएंगे क्या? नट बोल्ट खाएंगे, मोबाइल खाएंगे, गैजेट्स खाएंगे, सॉफ्टवेयर खाएंगे, हम मर जाएंगे। सो एक्चुअली अल्टीमेटली बेसिक नेसेसिटीज तो क्या है? फूड ग्रेन्स। एंड फूड ग्रेन्स कहाँ से आते हैं? बारिश से आते हैं, और बारिश नहीं होगी तो सब खत्म, पूरा आपका एडवांसमेंट कोलैप्स हो जाएगा, सिविलाइजेशन विल कोलैप्स। सो बारिश इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। एंड ये रेन कहाँ से होता है? कृष्णा सेज इन 3rd chapter verse number 14, ये बारिश होता है यज्ञ से। So when we perform yajna, when we chant Hare Krishna, then rain happens. So आज इतना पूरे वर्ल्ड में प्रभुपाद ने हर जगह इस्कॉन एस्टैब्लिश किया, सब जगह संकीर्तन यज्ञ हो रहा है, इसलिए बारिश हो रही है। A day will come when this bhakti will not be there on this planet. There will be no rain, there will be drought, there will be no rain. So then these slides I am going to skip. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, आप लोगों को पढ़ना है इसको। 3.16 जैसे इसमें प्रभु कृष्णा बोल रहे हैं, माय डियर अर्जुन, अ मैन हु डज नॉट फॉलो दिस प्रिस्क्राइब्ड वैदिक सिस्टम सैक्रिफाइस सर्टेनली लीड्स लाइफ ऑफ सिन, फॉर अ पर्सन डिलाइटिंग ओनली इन द सेंसेस लिव्स इन वेन। सो अगर हम ये सैक्रिफाइस नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम भगवान की भक्ति नहीं कर रहे हैं, सो एक्चुअली, और हम लोग सेंस ग्रेटिफिकेशन में केवल डिलाइट कर रहे हैं, सो वी आर लिविंग आवर लाइफ इन वेन। लिविंग लाइफ इन वेन मतलब हम जानवरों जैसे जी रहे हैं, जैसे जानवरों की लाइफ कोई मतलब नहीं है, उसी तरीके से हम भले ही पैसा कमा रहे हैं, खूब लग्जूरियस लाइफ जी रहे हैं। वही अगेन दैट एनोलॉजी विल कम। कौन सा एनोलॉजी? डिलक्स एडिशन ऑफ एनिमल लाइफ। तो हम लोग डिलक्स एडिशन ऑफ एनिमल लाइफ जी रहे हैं। आप डिलक्स रूम में रहो या नॉर्मल रूम में रहो, दोनों में आप क्या कर रहे हो? वही स्लीपिंग एंड ईटिंग, एवरी दैट सेम थिंग। तो जैसे जानवर कर रहे हैं वही हम भी कर रहे हैं, भले ही हम थोड़ा एडवांस वे में, कॉम्प्लेक्स वे में और पॉलिश वे में कर रहे हैं। So if we don't chant Hare Krishna, if we don't follow Krishna consciousness, we are living life in vain. Okay. So philosophy of work hard and enjoy sense gratification is condemned by the Lord. So we should not follow this philosophy. Work hard and enjoy sense gratification. This is the business of animals. So Krishna also explains in 3rd chapter about leadership. So leadership आप लोग पढ़ना है। आपको ये पता होगा क्रिस्टियानो रोनाल्डो के बारे में, जब यूरो कप हुआ था 2020 में, सो दैट वाज द टाइम क्रिस्टियानो रोनाल्डो, उसको ऑफर किया गया था 2 पेप्सी का बॉटल, आई नहीं कोका कोला का बॉटल उसके टेबल पे रखा था, कोका कोला, उसके टेबल पे 2 वाटर बॉटल रखा गया था। उसने क्या किया, 2 वाटर बॉटल, कोका कोला को साइड कर दिया और वाटर बॉटल बोला दिस इज गुड। उसके एक एक्ट से, क्रिस्टियानो के एक एक्ट से उस दिन कोका कोला का जो टर्नओवर था 30 करोड़ से घट गया था, मतलब 30 करोड़ का लॉस हो गया, दैट जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ दिस स्मॉल एक्ट। सो जो ये लोग हैं, जो इन्फ्लुएंसर्स हैं, क्रिकेटर्स, फुटबॉलर्स एंड ऑल, दे आर नेचुरली लीडर्स। उनके एक एक्शन से पूरा सोसाइटी इन्फ्लुएंस हो जाता है। उसने एक एक्शन किया, बस वो कोका कोला का बॉटल हटा के पानी का बॉटल रख दिया अपने सामने, बस इससे कोका कोला कंपनी का 30 करोड़ का लॉस हो गया उस दिन, बस 2 घंटे में। सी हाउ लीडर्स इम्पैक्ट द सोसाइटी। नाउ देयरफॉर कृष्णा सेज यदेदाचरति श्रेष्ठा तत्तदेवैतरो जना सयत् प्रमाणम कुरुते लोकस्तदनुवर्तते। ये जो लीडर्स जैसा करते हैं ना, जो कॉमन मैन फॉलो करते हैं, देयरफॉर लीडर्स शुड बी वेरी वेरी, they should have all the great qualities, they should have values, they should follow religious principles, they should not be religious, they should not be sense gratified, otherwise they influence the common man. So leader should be Krishna conscious, he should be a devotee of Krishna, he should be well versed in Bhagavad Gita. And then if leader is like that, then common people will also follow. Like today you see Modi, wherever he goes, he promotes Bhagavad Gita. So like this, he is following Bhagavad Gita, he is participating in Ram Mandir, he is participating in visiting the temple. So this influences common man. And so common man also follows his path. They also visit temples. They say Ram Mandir inauguration. Because of Modi's involvement, all the big influencers, Sachin Tendulkar, this man, that man, all people came they are just to have darshan of the Lord. Otherwise इंडिया में क्या ट्रेंड था, मंदिर कौन गया, जो डर गया मंदिर गया. ये जो नॉनसेंस लोग हैं, मूवी बनाते हैं, रास्कल्स राक्षस लोग, ये मूवी बनाते हैं, मूवी में क्या दिखाते हैं, ऐसे तो चिल्लाएंगे, रोएंगे, गाएंगे, समाज के लिए हमें कुछ करना है, लेकिन मूवी में क्या दिखाते हैं, जो डर गया मंदिर गया. सो ये जो ये नैरेटिव सेट किया गया, इसको ब्रेक किया और लीडर्स ने. सो by this act of Modi, when Ram Mandir was inaugurated, so all the leaders, they participated. So this bad propaganda was broken. So this is very very important to have a good leader. So हम जिस लीडर को फॉलो कर रहे हैं वो कृष्णा कॉन्शियस होना चाहिए, he should have all the good qualities, otherwise we get influenced. So leadership के बारे में प्रभुपाद ने बहुत अच्छे से बताया है. A teacher should behave properly. So there are three natural leaders. एक teacher है, एक parents है. Teacher, parents and leaders. Of course, leaders are the leaders, these role models. Teachers are also leaders and parents are also one kind of leader. So teacher should behave properly even before he begins teaching. One who teaches in that way is called acharya or the ideal teacher. So टीचर्स की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है कि वो बहुत ही अच्छा वैल्यू हो. बट आजकल के टीचर्स देखो खुद ही स्मोकिंग करते हैं. लीडर कैन नॉट टीच द पब्लिक टू स्टॉप स्मोकिंग इफ ही स्मोक हिमसेल्फ. आईटी खड़गपुर में मुझे याद है 2017 में कॉलेज हॉस्टल्स में 2017 की बात है. उस समय आज हॉल में, हर एक हॉल में, वहाँ हॉस्टल को हॉल बोलते हैं, हर एक हॉल में वहाँ पर बोर्ड लगा हुआ है कि स्मोकिंग इज अ क्राइम. If you smoke, then you will be punished. But 2017 से पहले ये बोर्ड नहीं लगा था, क्योंकि डीन खुद करता था. डोसा जो था खुद ही स्मोकिंग करता था, तो कहाँ से वो दूसरों को मना करेगा. So if you are smoking, you cannot ask people to stop smoking. So therefore, leaders play very very important role. And natural leader is Krishna, so we should follow Krishna, of course, Bhagavad Gita. And we should follow his instruction. We should not imitate. Many times what happens, we start imitating. Like there is one very, very famous guru. People call him with a good name, but actually he is not a real guru. He's a pretender. He's bogus guru. He says, I don't read Bhagavad Gita. You follow Krishna. Why should you read Bhagavad Gita? What he has done, you do. No, that is called imitation. That is not following. And trying to occupy post without qualification is imitation, and imitation leads to degradation and sinful. It is sinful activity, and you will suffer miserably. When we try to imitate a superior person without qualification, then we are finished. Like Lord Shiva, many people, they worship Shiva and take marijuana or bhang. They try to imitate Lord Shiva, but Lord Shiva drank poison also. Would you drink poison? No. So you cannot imitate the action of the superiors. So we should not imitate the action, but we should follow their instruction. Should not follow their life. We should follow their instruction. Like Krishna, there are many people, they say कृष्णा ने तो रास लीला किया तो हम भी रास लीला करें, हम भी कृष्णा है. तो कृष्णा ने गोवर्धन भी उठाया था, आप भी गोवर्धन उठाओ. नहीं, वो नहीं करेंगे हम. रास लीला 10-15 लड़कियों को बुला के उनके साथ रास लीला करेंगे. So these are sinful people, they are demons. In the name of Krishna, they are performing demoniac activity. So हमें imitate नहीं करना, हमें follow करना. So following and imitating, they are not on the same level. So we should follow. And then 3 modes of material nature, Krishna explains very nicely. इसको मैं quickly इसको finish करूँगा कि हम लोग सब 3 गुणों से प्रभावित हैं और all our activities are done by 3 modes. 3.27 is very important word, सब लोग note down कर लीजिए. 3.27 में कृष्णा एक बहुत ही बड़ा mystery reveal करते हैं. ये श्लोक आपको याद करना है, ये आने वाला है आपके oral test में. प्रकृते क्रियामाणानि गुणे कर्माणि सर्वश अहंकारे विमूढात्मा कर्ता हमिति मन्यते. The bewildered spirit soul, under the influence of 3 modes of material nature, thinks himself to be the doer of activities which are in actuality carried out by nature. हमारी जो एक्टिविटीज हैं ये 3 मोड्स करवा रही हैं हमसे, हमें फोर्स कर रही हैं और हम लोग हेल्पलेस हैं, वी आर हेल्पलेसली एक्टिंग अंडर द इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ 3 मोड्स. So actually the doer are 3 modes, we are not the doers. We are desirers, so we desire sinfully, so 3 modes make us to work sinfully. So हम desire जैसा करते हैं, 3 modes हमें उस desire के हिसाब से हमें action कराते हैं. So we have to, therefore we should desire very nicely. What we have to desire we should know. Otherwise अगर आपने bad desire कर लिया तो 3 modes आपको उस desire के हिसाब से influence करेंगे, act करेंगे आप, और बहुत ही disastrous result हो सकता है. So actually all our activities are done by 3 modes. So we should never think ourselves as the doer. मैं किया हूँ, नहीं, 3 modes करा रहे हैं आपसे. So we are helpless at times. Then Krishna talks about lust. This is the last section of 3rd chapter. Quickly we'll finish. Arjuna asks a question. Krishna, what is that force from within I feel which impels me to act sinfully? What is one impelled to act sinfully even unwillingly as if engaged by force? So कभी कभी हम सब लोग ये फील करते हैं कि एक फोर्स अंदर से आता है और जो हमें अनविलिंगली हमसे सिंफुल एक्टिविटी करवाता है. What is that force, Krishna? ये अर्जुन पूछ रहे हैं. So Krishna says, this is lust only, Arjuna, which is born of contact with material mode of passion and later transformed into wrath, and which is all devouring sinful enemy of the world. So ये जो लस्ट है यही हमसे पाप करवाता है. और ये लस्ट कैसे हमारे हार्ट में आता है? How this lust is coming to us because of रजोगुणा. ये मोड ऑफ पैशन है, रजोगुण के प्रभाव से लस्ट आता है, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ लस्ट वी एक्ट सिंफुली. और लस्ट जब सेटिस्फाई नहीं होता तो गुस्सा आता है. सो जो काम है और क्रोध है ये रजोगुण के प्रभाव से आता है, और हम जब लोग रजोगुण में रहते हैं तो काम और क्रोध के इन्फ्लुएंस में आके हम लोग पाप करते हैं. सो हम अगर इनसे फ्री होना चाहते हैं, गुस्सा, कभी कभी हमें क्वेश्चन आता है कि गुस्सा बहुत आता है. सो गुस्सा आएगा अगर आप रजोगुण में हैं, तो गुस्सा से अगर आपको बचना है तो आपको रजोगुण से बाहर जाना पड़ेगा. रूट पे जाओ, आप सिम्टम्स को ट्रीट मत करो. सिम्टम क्या है? गुस्सा. तो गुस्सा को आप ट्रीट नहीं कर सकते. गुस्सा क्यों आता है? यहाँ कृष्णा रिवील कर रहे हैं. गुस्सा आता है रजोगुण से. रजोगुण से आप बाहर जाओ, सतोगुण में आओ, तब आपको गुस्सा नहीं आएगा. नहीं तो रजोगुण में रहोगे तो गुस्सा और काम वासना आएगा ही आएगा. और ये रजो काम और क्रोध ये आपसे पाप करवाते हैं. दिस इज ऑल डिवॉवरिंग सिंफुल एनिमी ऑफ दिस वर्ल्ड. कृष्णा क्या बोल रहे हैं? दिस काम एंड क्रोध, दिस इज ऑल डिवॉवरिंग. ये आपको तो खाएगा ही, दुनिया को भी खा रहा है. और आज हम देख रहे हैं होल वर्ल्ड इज इन वेरी chaotic कंडीशन, डिजास्टर्स कंडीशन है अभी दुनिया का, क्योंकि ये काम और क्रोध के कारण. सो ये एग्जांपल देते हैं, इसको पढ़ लेना आप लोग. सो वी ऑल आर कवर्ड बाय डिफरेंट डिग्रीज ऑफ लस्ट. We all are covered by different. ये 3 एनालॉजी बताए गए हैं, इसको आप लोग पढ़ लेना. And then Krishna says, a man's pure consciousness is covered by his eternal enemy in the form of lust, which is never satisfied. So lust को कितना भी satisfy करें, वो आप satisfy नहीं होंगे. जैसे प्रहलाद महाराज एग्जांपल देते हैं, हमारे हाथ में अगर कोई itching sensation है और उसको आप scratch करें, so that itching sensation will increase more and more. So आपको क्या करना है? Tolerate करना. You have to tolerate. This lust is like itching sensation. So this itching sensation we are feeling, this is because of lust. So हमें इसको टॉलरेट करना है, और टॉलरेट करेंगे अपने आप चला जाएगा. और आप सोचे कि मैं स्क्रैच करूं, तो स्क्रैच करेंगे तो फैलता जाएगा. इचिंग सेंसेशन, जो इच है वो फैलेगा. उसी तरीके से लस्ट कभी सेटिस्फाई नहीं होने वाला, ये और बढ़ता जाएगा. सो हमें क्या करना? टॉलरेट करना. और कितना, तो सो जैसे मैंने सॉल्ट का एग्जांपल दिया था, लस्ट उतना ही, मतलब जितना सॉल्ट का सब्जी में रिक्वायरमेंट, दैट्स ऑल. आफ्टर दैट वी हैव टू कंट्रोल, वी हैव टू लर्न दिस. सो विद दिस, ये 3 जगह जहां पर लस्ट बैठा है, माइंड, इंटेलिजेंस, सेंसेस पे, दीज आर 3 सिटिंग प्लेसेस ऑफ लस्ट. ये लस्ट को दुश्मन बताया गया हमारा, और हमें पता होना चाहिए दुश्मन कहाँ बैठा है हमारा. हमारे सेंसेस में, हमारे मन में, हमारे बुद्धि में, तीनों जगह लस्ट बैठा है. सो हमें तीनों, न तो अपने इंद्रियों को विश्वास करना है, न तो मन को, न तो बुद्धि को. हमें कृष्णा को फॉलो करना है. कभी कभी हमारा इंटेलिजेंस बोलता है नहीं ये कर लेते, कभी हमारा माइंड बोलता है. हमारा इंटेलिजेंस बहुत ही लॉजिकल रीजनिंग देता है, ये ऐसे कर लेते हैं, बट हमें समझना वो लस्टी इंटेलिजेंस है. आपको कोई भी ऐसी चीज जो आपको भगवान से दूर ले जा रहा है वो लस्ट है, तो हमें उसको नहीं फॉलो करना. वो आपका इंटेलिजेंस नहीं, वो दुश्मन लस्ट करवा रहा है आपसे. आपको लग रहा है वो इंटेलिजेंस करवा रहा है. सो कृष्णा ये थर्ड चैप्टर में बता रहे हैं. सो विद दिस विल स्टॉप. थर्ड चैप्टर इस तरीके से खत्म होता है. एंड now we have finished this third chapter. So the first, second, third chapter, these three chapters are finished. So आप सब लोगों को क्या करना है, तीनों चैप्टर को अच्छे से पढ़ना है. और मैं आप लोगों को श्लोक लिखवा देता हूँ. आप लोग बहुत ही अच्छे से इसको प्रिपेयर करिए. दीज वर्सेस, एक तो सर्वोपनिषदो गाओ और एकम शास्त्रम देवकी पुत्र गीतम, ये 2 श्लोक हैं. ये जो गीता महात्म्य के 2 श्लोक ये याद करने हैं. और फर्स्ट चैप्टर में 1.1, 1.10 एंड 1.19. कौन कौन सा फर्स्ट चैप्टर में, ये 3 श्लोक याद करके आने. 1.1, 1.10 एंड 1.19 ये फर्स्ट चैप्टर के हैं. लिख लीजिए आप लोग, याद करके आना. सेकेंड चैप्टर में 2.12, 2.13, 2.14. देयर आर मेनी श्लोकास बट 3 ही श्लोक याद करना अभी. 2.12, 13 एंड 41. एंड थर्ड चैप्टर में 3.9, 3.27 एंड 3.37. कौन कौन से? 3.9, 3.27 एंड 3.37. सो इस तरीके से आपके पास 11 वर्सेस हैं. इसको मेमोराइज करके आना है. कल क्लास नहीं होगी, आप लोग परसों पेश होगा फाइनल एग्जाम. सो उसके लिए प्रिपेयर होके आना है. और जो बच्चा परफॉर्म करेगा टॉप 5 विल गेट प्राइजेस. ओके, सो विद दिस आई विल स्टॉप. थैंक यू वेरी मच. हरे कृष्णा. अच्छा, क्विज मैं शेयर कर देता हूँ. आज का जो है, आज की क्लास का क्विज लिंक यहाँ आपके चैट बॉक्स में, आप सब लोग इसको अटेंड कर लीजिए. Here is the quiz link of today's class. So all of you please attend this quiz and check yourself. Maybe a few questions can come from these quizzes which we are taking every day. So quiz को भी अच्छे से आप लोग every day थोड़ा जो आया था क्वेश्चंस को थोड़ा रिफ्लेक्ट करना, अंडरस्टैंड करना. और फाइनल क्वेश्चन होगा फर्स्ट 3 चैप्टर्स के. Okay, so we are going to stop. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada की जय. श्री कृष्ण बलराम की जय. निताई गौरांग की जय. श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय. निताई गौर प्रेमानंद. सो कल छुट्टी रहेगा, परसों आप लोगों को क्विज रहेगा. हरे कृष्ण.